Hey everyone, this is Brandi Fox with Be the Entrepreneur Consulting Agency, where we specialize in streamlining the business startup process for new and aspiring entrepreneurs. So today we're just hopping on for a quick video just to talk a little bit more about what to do after getting your tax EIN and LLC. So scrolling on Facebook, being in a lot of business groups, I see it consistently, at least 10 times a day. Somebody can always post, I got my LLC, I got my tax EIN. How do I get a grant or what do I do next? So that let me know, of course, that there's a problem. People feel like that if they have their LLC and tax EIN, that that's really all they need to get into business. And it's so much bigger than that. And if you're an entrepreneur or you know entrepreneurs, you know that that's just scratching the surface. So in this video, I'm just going to go over some quick steps of what you can do after you get your tax EIN and LLC to continue to grow your business. The objectives for today are organizing your business idea, testing the market, analyzing results, and gaining brand awareness. So a little bit about me would be the entrepreneur. My client statistics. 45% of my clients have created a new business from scratch. 61% of my clients have made a profit within 6 months of starting their business. 14% have learned that entrepreneurship was not for them. And 91% had full business establishment within 4 one-on-one consultations. For me, I meet with a lot of my consistent clients on a bi-weekly basis. So within 2 months of working with me, you have a fully established business. All right, so we're going to hop right into it. The step-by-step process. So you've got your tax EIN, you've got your LLC, S Corp, or sole proprietorship, whatever your legal entity of choice is. So now we're going to go through the next steps that you need to do. Step 1, create a business plan is important because a business plan is the roadmap to your business. So no matter if you're applying for grants, loans, or if you're looking for an investor, they're going to require a business plan because they want to know that the money that you're asking for, that you have a plan in place to be able to make sure that the money is used properly, and also to make sure that for investors and loans that they're able to get their money back. Step 2, open your business bank account. It is very important that you separate your business and your personal. They should not be going together. You also should not mix two business entities together. They should be separate. So if you have a lawn care business and a hair business, those businesses should go into 2 different bank accounts. I don't always kind of suggest what banks to use, but if you are confused or you're looking for some, of course, do your own research, but I highly suggest Truist as well as Navy Federal. I've received the best feedback from my clients from these 2 banks. So with Truist, it's as little as $50 to open your first bank account. Next, you want to create your MVP. Your MVP is your minimal viable product. So for a service-based business, you want to create a sample of your business. You want to, like, for example, my mobile massage business, Pamper Us Mobile. When I first opened it, I created a mini spa day for my bonus mom and her friends. So basically, I set up my business just like I normally would for a client. Kind of had the idea that I had in my head. I did the whole service, and then after completing the service, I gave them a survey, an anonymous survey, just telling me how they felt about the process, what they liked, what they didn't like. So that way, that gave me insight to what needed to change and what worked. I did that for a couple of different groups, but I made sure that I stayed within my target market. With them being, at that time, they were like early 40s, late 30s, African-American females. These were my target market of my mobile massage business when I first opened. So it's important that after you create your MVP, when you do test it, that you're testing it with people who will really buy your product, because if not, the results are going to be biased. So moving forward, if you have a product-based MVP, then what you want to do is you want to create the smallest version of your product that you have. So for example, if you created the next detangler brush for curly hair, you want to make a small pack of that product and give it out to all the people that you know that have thick curly hair. That, in addition to giving that to them, you just don't want to give it to them. You want to give it to them with a survey. You want to give them the survey, and basically they get a product that they need in exchange for their time of giving you a survey. You get that survey back, and that leads you into step 4, testing your MVP. That's when you have the party or produce your service or give out your product, but always make sure that you give some type of form, link, or something, so that way you can get feedback, because if not, you're just giving away free product. Step 5, analyze your results. So once you feedback back from all the MVP testing that you did, you want to review the results, see what clients are saying, see what's consistent, see what people liked a lot, see what people didn't like a lot. That'll kind of give you some insight on what you need to change before you really take your business to the market. Please do not ignore these facts, because if you do, you are definitely going to regret it, because if you tested your MVP right and you did it with your target market, these are people who would normally be buying your product anyway. So their responses are definitely beneficial to you growing your brand and getting it out there the way you want to. Next, after you do your MVP testing, a lot of times that will let you know the products and services that you want to serve. It's important. What I tell my clients, you don't want to start off with a plethora of services and a plethora of products, because number one, you're stretching yourself thin before you even get started. You want to start small, and then you want to kind of grow. So for my clients, I usually put that at about 3 to 5 products per category that they have. So for example, I was consulting a candle maker, and I told her that for her starting scents, we created, of course, scents for each season. And I told her that we wouldn't want to go over that 3 to 5 scent choices for each season. That way, she doesn't have to buy too much inventory. She's still given options, and she's able to maintain what she has. So you want to determine your products and services. So basically, that would be the products and services that you feel would sell the best. Step 7, get your logo. You want to have a logo, because a logo is a visual representation of your brand. When you can't put your name, your logo is an identifying factor. When you see the golden arches, we know that that's McDonald's. When you see the bullseye, we know that that's Target. These brands are able to put their logo out on products without saying a word, and we know automatically what these services are. And also, as we go through this, anything that you see the entrepreneur logo on, these are all services that we can provide for you at one set price. And we also have payment plans in place where you can pay in full with just a 25% deposit. So if you feel like any of these services are something that you're interested in, do not hesitate to click on our email or email us, or go to our website, which you'll get at the end of this presentation, so you can book these services and get your business going. So step 8, set up your social media. It's important that you know what social media works for your brand. Facebook is not for everybody. Instagram is not for everybody, but those ideally are the easiest platforms to start. And knowing your business and knowing your market and knowing where your target market is, that's going to help you determine what social media platform you need to be on. If you are a business that sells to teens, adolescents, all that type of stuff, then you probably want to be on TikTok. That's where a majority of that target market is. So TikTok marketing might be the best for you. If you do a product for older people, middle age, all that kind of stuff, Facebook will be great for you. Facebook usually has that target market of people. If you're looking for more millennials up into that kind of Gen X, I think that's what they're called, I would say early 40s, then Instagram will be for you. That's where we kind of populate it. So knowing your target market first, which is what's done in your business plan, which is one of the first steps that you should complete. Knowing your target market will let you know where to post your content to get ROI, which is also known as your return on investment. Next, step 9 is create your landing page or website. So the difference between a landing page and a website is a landing page is one simple page that your users can easily scroll to see everything that you offer. It's usually broken down into 5 pieces, which includes your intro top part that has like your logo, your slogan. It has the about us, about me, which talks about you. It has the products and services. It has testimonials or pictures of products and services. And then it has your call to action, which is basically how you can reach me, how you want to book these services. So real simple, easy to do, easy to maneuver. If you are a business that has a little more complex services, or if you know you need more pages, or if you already have a landing page and your business has grown, then you want to go into the website. The website is ideal because it's your, everybody know what a website is. It's your full span business. That's when you have your different tabs and everything for people to buy your service. I tell my clients, if you are a new business, start with a landing page. And then as you grow your business, grow it into a website. Landing pages are easier. They're more direct to gain clients and get that ROI by increasing your click-through rate. Also, they're cheaper to start. It's cheaper to get a landing page than it is a website. Then also with a landing page, it helps you kind of organize how you want your website to look. So that way you can be like, oh, I don't like that color, or I don't like the way my businesses look. So that way, when you put that big investment into your business plan, you have the ability, into your website, then you have the ability to kind of have an idea of what you want your website to look like, what works and what doesn't work. Step 10, creating a content calendar and a posting schedule. So creating a content calendar is key, because if you see, it's a lot of entrepreneurs out here that just posting anything at any time. You don't want to do that. The key to effective social media is to have consistency in what you post. And don't trip about the likes. Everybody is all about likes, likes, likes. Just because somebody did not like it does not mean they did not see it. It's posts that I have had maybe had like 5 likes, 10 likes. But when I see the organic insights about who's seen it, it's thousands of people who've seen it. So don't hesitate. I've had people that in Facebook and inbox me about a service that I know, or a content or a post that I know they didn't like, because like I said, it might have been 5 or 10 likes. You wasn't one of them people. So don't get caught up in likes. Social media is really for education purposes. The likes is just really for your ego. So focus on creating good content. You want to focus on educating. You want to focus on pushing your services, and you want to have some free time. You want to have those fun jokes, or you want to have the relaxing quotes, all that kind of thing. You want to have a mixture of it, but you want to have it organized so that way you're not all over the place. Also, you want to create a posting schedule. I tell a lot of my clients, if you don't have a lot of content and you're new to social media posting, always do 2 days a week. Tuesdays and Thursdays, let those be your post days and be consistent in what you're posting. If you're somebody who needs help with creating a content calendar or creating your posting schedule, that is also a service that we offer with our one-on-one consulting services. Step 11, join business groups and target market groups. Now that you know your target market, you want to be where they are. You want to make sure that if you're not directly networking in person, that you're digitally networking. So the quickest way to get connected to people is to join groups and organizations where these people will be. So as an entrepreneur, I always highly suggest a business group. They're key. They're important. You learn a lot. I love them, number one, because you can connect with other entrepreneurs, but I legit learn a lot in these groups from other people who are educated. But as a business consultant, it also helps me learn what information are they looking for that I can provide, which kind of led me to creating this video. Next, you want to start marketing your product or service. So once you join these groups, please do not be one of those aggravating people that post your products every day. You want to have a little cool. You want to have some integrity about your business. You don't want people that every time you post, they're like, oh, she posting again. In groups. Now, on your personal page and on your business page, you can post all day till you pass out, 2 to 3 times a day. But when you're going into groups, all these other areas, you want to be strategic in how you post. It's like, so for me, certain groups have certain posting days. So what I do is I put those posting days into my Google Calendar. So I know, okay, on Wednesdays, these groups said I can post. Boom, I'll have those posted. It gives me an opportunity for double engagement because I already have my social media team that does my daily post that comes out. Anything extra, that's just me adding a little fuel to the fire. So make sure that you start marketing your product and service strategically, directly to the people that you know will buy your service. Key points for today's takeaways. Don't expect instant results. I get on Facebook and I see so many people saying how they're ready to give up, how entrepreneurship is not for them, how they don't know why they're doing it. I've been in business, and then I look at how long they've been in business, and they literally been in business for less than 6 months. just to keep it real and be consistent, most businesses do not see a profit until year 3 to 5. Most of the time, if you do what you're supposed to do all the way up, it's usually between that transition from year 2 to year 3. But on average, it's usually that 3 to 5 year mark before you see an adequate return on your investment to the point where you can even consider transitioning to full time, or to where you even able to pay yourself a salary, a consistent salary. So don't expect instant results. Number 2, you will only get in. If you only work on your business once a hour, that is the results you're going to get for your business. You're going to get once a week per hour results. But if you take your time and you invest in your business by creating a schedule, for me, especially people who have other jobs, hustles, you work full time, you want to create a schedule. A schedule is key because a schedule will allow you to stay on track. For me, back in the day when I was a full-time social worker and I first started my first business, Pamper Us Mobile Massage Service, I had a set schedule. 5 a.m. I was up, worked out, got off, worked a little bit during the morning. I went to work. On my lunch break, I worked on my business. When I got off, sometimes I worked out again. I went home, family time, dinner, kids, day down from 9 to 11. I'm working on my business again. I'm going to sleep and I'm repeating it. That was a set schedule that I created for myself because I knew that my business was a priority. And then on Sundays, I took 4 hours of just business time. It was a priority for me, so I made it a priority. So just know what you put in, that's what you get out. Success is in the eyes of the beholder. Everybody has their own specific reason on why they want to start a business or why they want to be an entrepreneur. So just because you're not making millions, or just because you're not in a lifestyle that you feel like an entrepreneur should live, don't let that tie to your success. For me, of course, money is good. But for me, success is to control my time, to be able to do things that I want to do when I want to do it. If I want to stop working a day and close out all my meetings for the rest of the day, I can do that. If I want to go to lunch, I can do that. If I want to take a nap because it's been a long day, I can do that without considerations of what I'm doing. So just know that success is in the eyes of the beholder. Don't let IG and Facebook, YouTube confuse you and make you feel like you're less of an entrepreneur because you're not living up to a certain expectation of what it looks like. Thank you guys for tuning in. Feel free to follow us on our social media at b.the-entrepreneur on Instagram and Facebook. And you can follow us at www.betheentrepreneur.com if you're looking to book our services. I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, DM me, drop a comment. Love you guys. Hope you be safe. Bye.